All right, shook. Well, it's Teara Latrece here on the line. Uh, in response to Candy's Sweet Addictions TV. Shout out to you, homie. You're the funniest. I'm a newbie. Uh, One of my coworkers, Ashanti, put me on. She says she's been following you for the from the very beginning, rather. I bit the skin off my lips. It hurt now, but I'll be okay. Anywho, but yeah. In response to the Scorpion sweet solution. Sorry, I was just like caught in trance for a second. But one of the sweeties asked the question about it being gay or whatever of some sort. Her companion was enjoying the fact that she liked anal sex and it turned him on. And although they are ultimate freaks, golden showers and stuff like that, like but anywho, um, he wanted to try a strap on anally, and although I'm not like against the LGBT, I have family members that are LGBT. Um, just as a heterosexual woman, that'll you know raise a red flag in my opinion. Why would you want a strap on included into any sexual encounter that you partake in if you're not homosexual or have homosexual tendencies or you're curious about the homosexual lifestyle? Now, although it may be a curiosity for you, you know what I'm saying, your actions speak for themselves. Now, I can't totally say it's gay for a guy to do that because he may think it, but if his actions don't result in it, then okay, so be it. But me, myself, and I've been in that situation where I've had a companion to where I was suspicious of his ways. You know what I'm saying? There were tendencies that he had that are like, whoa, 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 don't say that, don't say this, no homo this, no homo that. But every time I look up, you saying suck my dick, and you talking about me and sucking your dick, and excuse my French, but that's just like, really though? So, I mean, I'm cool with everybody. I try to be cool with everybody. I mean, that's just what I do. That's who I am. Cause I'm a fly girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fly girl. Nah, but for real though, like, um, that was like a little suspect to me. I don't know what my reaction would be to that. I've been there before, but I do see that as a form of homosexual curiosity that's waiting to be partaken in some type of act. You know, you're looking to eventually encounter that somehow, some way, someday. Now, for Kevin to say that it's not gay, his opinion, just like my opinion, it is what it is. But that's pure homo. Like, if any straight man, and then the way that the down low is so discreet now. Some men I can't say is so discreet anymore because ever since like 2013, it's been out. Like everybody's deciding to come out now as if that's the new trend. Once upon a time, people were afraid to come out. People were afraid to even let it be known. They were afraid to show the homosexual tendencies. Even you got some trade that still hide it, and they'll play both sides of the field, um, jumping from one side of the fence to the other side of the fence. Is just nasty to me, and it's one of the reasons why I tend to just be like, okay, it's not that I don't want to be submissive. It's not that I don't care. It's not that I'm heartless. It's not that I don't like gas. It's not that I don't know how to be a female. 9 times out of 10, all of my relationships have been more so a nurture for them as it has been for me. Like, we tend to lose ourselves in relationships when we begin to care too much about a person. There's nothing wrong with caring too much about a person or a companion, but you don't ever want to lose yourself in that because it becomes detrimental to your being, to your lifestyle, to your living, to your health, to who you are as a person. So, I mean, I've been there. You know, I even had somebody that I was cool with, could have potentially saw a relationship in it, but dude, like, I had to nip that thing in the bud. And I always said, if I ever found out my dude was gay, then I do this, that, and the other. I chop him off, feed him to the biggest dog that I see, da 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 da, give his penis off to somebody. I had crazy notion and thought until it actually happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was on the low, and with the help of one of my cousins, like, it was like, man, that and one of my friends, high school buddies that I went to school with, like, yo, I had to literally confirm this thing because I had suspicions, but I wasn't like, it didn't dawn on me. Yeah, only for the simple fact it wasn't that serious. You know what I'm saying? But before I got caught up in it, or before it had become something much more serious, then, that's my dude, and people saying the tendencies, and I'm like completely overlooking them. You know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to just jump over the red flags for the blue love. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about what you're willing to deal with. If you know it and you see it and you don't respond to it or you don't act on it in that person's mind, you'll give them the sense that it's okay. That vulnerability and you will become their clutch. You know what I'm saying? They can actually cling to that and they'll use that to their advantage. So when it does get messy or when it do get too messy, then they can throw it back. Well, it wasn't an issue then, or you didn't say anything about it then, so why is it such a problem now? Like, me, myself, and I look at things in a whole different light. um I tend to weigh out my options. Well, is he about this life? What is he doing for that? What can he offer me? How is he going to be good to my benefit? And you know what I'm saying? Is it all sexual? Is it all mental? Is it all emotional? Is it all physical? Like, am I here for this? Am I there for that? What are you in my life for? I've learned to weigh out the pros, the cons, the negatives, the positives, the ups, the downs, the ins and outs. It has taught me to learn myself in a different type of way, but at the same time, it's like, man, sometimes that companionship is more necessary than needed. So, I mean, I just see it as, if that's one thing, the next thing he's going to be asking is for male menage a trois. Come on now, really? So, your freak is your freak. However you decide to play the freaky, you play the freaky. That's your business. What goes on in your room, behind closed doors, wherever you have these sexual relations and encounters, that's your business. But in the opinion of someone like myself, that's kind of suspect, boo. That's red flaggish to me. So, if you love them, but that's not healthy because eventually, excuse me, excuse me, if he get a piece of that, if he get a taste of what it is, just like they say, try the Lord and see that he's good. Taste the Lord and see that he's good. You know what I'm saying? If something is good to somebody, they're going to want more of it. So just because that sexual arousement or arousal has come into play for you and he liked it enough for him to want to experience it, when he eventually experiences it, he may want more of it. And although this one time it was okay, the next time around you may be like, nah, or, you know, you're not for that, or you begin to realize, or even still, if he don't want the dildo, he wants to feel the real erection, the real, you know, satisfaction of it. He's gonna go find it from somebody that can actually work it the way that he works it, or even better. I've heard and I was told by one of my old companions that there's a bubble that pops and refills itself every time, and once that bubble pops, this was another reason why I was like, ding dong. But anywho, once the bubble pops and refills itself, you want it to pop again because of the feeling that came behind it, the arousal that you got from it. And each time, only a male, being that he know where it's at, can actually hit it. A finger won't do it, a dildo may press it, but that actual and come on now, seriously, they know what they want. And nowadays it's not even that inconvenient for them to go get it, or you know they can convince you that no, I'm not gay or whatever. Ooh. On the low, that's what it really is. I mean, Teara Latrece, she just can't rock with that. I mean, I would rather want to know upfront, this is what I like. That way, I can help solution that. In a sense, like, as oddly as that sounds, I wouldn't want to be kept in the dark with that, because that's why so many women are being diagnosed with AIDS and HIV and, you know what I'm saying, STDs that they can't get rid of, and all type of diseases, because these men are playing both sides of the fence and not saying anything. So, I mean, it's all health risk to me. So I'll just rather wait. I mean, safe sex is great sex. If you gotta protect and get it off, do you? But honestly, it's not worth it. Like, I just don't see it as something being that good to where you have to have it. But that's my opinion. And it is what it is. Shout out again to Candy Sweet Addictions. Um, I actually kind of like this vlogging thing, so might get back in tune with it. But other than that, yeah, all I got to say for the moment. Good night.